Hey, welcome to Everything NYC podcast, where we talk about business, careers, politics, dating, and tourism. Today's episode focused on dating, and the title is What is Wifey Material?
Okay. And on Everything NYC podcast, we like to keep it spontaneous. So as you can see on the table, we have these random cards laid out. And at any point during the conversation, if you feel like anybody, me, him, anybody, is lying, capping, chatting, blowing smoke in the air, you could designate a card to the person that you want to. But you only can do 3 cards to a person. So use it wisely.
So we're just picking the card?
No, not like we're going to have a conversation. And if you feel like anything's a little funny, you can just be like, yo, pick up a card like Uno. Like Uno.
Okay. All right.
So of course, to start off, we need some introductions to know who you are. So please give us your name, your age, where you're from,
Okay.
and your relationship status, and your favorite dish to cook for your man.
Oh, okay. So I like that one. Okay, my name is Florence Barty. I am married 3 years, and I am 32 years old. And favorite dish I like to cook for my man is Diwi Jonjon and grill.
He's Haitian?
No, he's not Haitian.
Oh, he's not Haitian?
No, yeah.
Right.
But he likes it. So Haitian food, everybody likes Haitian food.
And where are you from?
My parents are from Haiti.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Hello. My name is Nefertiti Glasgow. I'm from Brooklyn. What was the other thing? I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
So is your name, your age?
You know you're not getting it.
Okay.
Confidential.
We also asked where you're from.
Oh, from Brooklyn. Family from Trinidad.
Okay. Your relationship status.
I am in a relationship 4 years.
Okay. And the last one is the favorite dish that you like to cook for your man.
Probably stewed chicken, rice and peas.
Okay.
Yeah, stewed chicken, rice and peas.
The accent came out too.
Yeah,
I heard that. You really trendy. You really trendy.
Right. About to bring out a flag, right?
Carnival.
Caribbean women. That's who get married. Caribbean women.
Right?
No, I'm joking.
So Brian, get us started off, man.
Okay, so mainly for Florence first, what was it about your husband that made you allow him to choose you? Like, what was it about him that you said, "Oh, okay, like this might be the one right here"? Like, what was it about him?
He was just different.
In what ways?
Intuitive.
Okay.
Believed in God. Came from a good family. He just knew what to say, and he was my best friend first. Like, it wasn't like I'm trying to get in your pants. It was just like I'm really trying to get to know you. It wasn't.
That is different.
It was just different. Like, we started off like friends and friends with benefits a little bit, but essentially, like, it was a friendship first. Yeah, for sure.
And how did you two meet?
Oh yeah.
We met in college. My senior year in college. Yeah.
Okay, so were you guys in the same class, or he was just walking along with, yo, what's up?
No, it's funny. It was a DM. And he hung out in the DM for like 6 months.
Why you leaving him there for 6
determined.
months?
Huh?
Why you?
I was in a relationship at the time. I was like with someone at the time.
Double dipping.
Oh, was it that dude that you?
What dude? Oh, no name. No name.
No face. No face.
Hey. You about to bring up something that...
Yeah, I ain't gonna bring that up. I ain't gonna bring that up.
Safe space.
I'm joking. You got mad excited. But maybe it was potentially that person.
I think I know who. So you were in a relationship, so you left him on the DMs. Yeah. And then as soon as relationship ended, you were like, all right, DMs open again.
It wasn't like that. I noticed we were Facebook friends because Facebook we were Facebook friends. I noticed we shared a lot of the similar like circles, and then he knew my friend. He actually knew Colette. You remember Colette?
Oh, I remember Colette.
Yeah, he actually...
Like the little Asian, white-looking girl. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
My cute little friend.
What happened? Where's she at now?
She married too.
She's married too.
I remember the other kid that went to school.
All right, don't worry. We're going to bring her on the pod next. Everything I want to see, we got you, all right?
Oh, my goodness. Well, that's the mutual, So he knew Colette. I knew Colette, obviously. And yeah, it was like a mutual friend. And then he DM'd me like, hey... And he didn't even like, it wasn't like, hey, sexy. It was like, hey, Miss Florence, how are you?
Hey,
it was like, it was different.
real
It was
professional,
different. It was
yeah.
very,
Probably.
yeah.
So that's how you got to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I came out of this situation and like, I was like, oh, he was nice, or he's cute, but also like he was in a relationship. So I was like, all right, we gonna be friends. It's
Oh, yeah.
Wait. So he DM'd you while he was in a relationship?
No, I think he was like in an on and off, on again
Okay.
situation. Yeah, it's college. Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's college.
So
We're
I don't
young.
take it too serious, but yeah, he was probably out of a situation when he hit me up. I can't confirm or deny, but essentially, when we responded to each other, I was out and he was still, in that situation. And then we waited and we just have been friends. We would hang out with the same people, and then we eventually actually had class together. And then that's kind of like,
there.
you're single now. And it was
Yeah.
like,
Kill.
There you go. Class is the best way. It's the best way because you're always going to see her.
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
You're always going to see her. She has
like
to come
once
to
a week.
class.
Once a week we had class. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't ghost them because he's going to stay right next to you.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Exactly.
got no choice.
Which is why we mostly kept it friends though, because like you have class with somebody and
And
it's
if it goes
like,
wrong,
yeah.
it's going to be
Gotcha.
awkward now.
Yeah.
So Nefertiti, missed 4 years. Like, what's up with
you
you?
know.
Like, where did he meet you? You in the gym? He ran up behind you? Yo, can I spot you real quick? Like, what happened? What's up?
My aunt invited me to like a family barbecue, and he happened to be there.
What was he doing? He was like winding up and he's like, yo, come.
No, he was just chilling on the side, and he like wanted to talk to me, and I was like real skeptical because I've been through stuff. I'm looking like
What you been through?
life stuff. Just,
Like what?
With men, and you know what I mean.
Choose your words wisely, girl. They
Yeah, I
tryna
know.
pry,
Like,
they tryna
no,
pry.
Nah, we just trying to be
just,
educated. We tryna be
just not
educated.
the perfect match. I have nothing negative to say. I'm just
okay.
saying the perfect matches or whatever. Because we started dating like 4 years ago, but we met this date I'm talking about. We met probably like 8 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I met 8 years ago.
that's a lot of work.
So,
But we weren't in a relationship or anything like that.
so he was in the friend zone.
Yeah, pretty much. He
That's-
didn't want to be in a relationship either. To be honest, he wasn't ready because he was out dating and living his life.
Doing this
so.
thing.
Yeah, I was more kind of wanting to be in like a relationship.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, the stuff y'all saying is like all over the place. So just pick a card up. Just pick a card up.
What? But it's the truth.
What's
It's all
all
over
over
the
the place?
place. But it's the truth.
Nah, I hear you.
Friends with benefits is all over the place.
Nah, but just
He
let's
just want
get
us
it
to pick
started.
up a
Let's
damn
just get it
card.
started.
Lord.
Oh God.
All right. So somebody go first. No, you gotta read out loud.
You got to read out loud.
Okay.
One at a time.
If women were to get paid menstrual leave, how many paid days off should they receive a month? Oh, this is a good one.
That's a good one for you.
Yeah, it's going to feel
That's a good one.
Yeah, you see, we got you.
Yeah.
We
We know
got
what he's
you.
doing.
Okay.
We know what he's doing.
Come on.
Miss Oren.
So I'm gonna say everybody's cycle is different. So I'm gonna say you should get 7 days. 7 days.
7 days?
Yeah, 7 days.
Okay.
You're questioning it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
'Cause I'm about to say,
You know more.
Like,
You know
do you
more than
know?
me. You would know
I'm
way
gonna
more
say,
than me.
yeah. I'm going by how my cycle goes and how Yeah, 7 days. You should get a week paid.
Okay. That's interesting. So
Yeah.
second card.
Okay. Is it possible to get out of the friend zone? If so, how?
And this is good because both of you guys are dating guys that started off
friend
in the
zone.
friend
In the
zone.
friend
Yeah.
zone.
Okay.
So traditionally, us guys, we think like, okay, you're in the friend zone. Most likely, you're going to stay in the friend zone, right? So these guys managed to escape and transition over into something, something a little bit more romantic. So,
Yeah.
so answer your question, and skip over the BS and just get to it.
I think it's possible to get out of the friend zone. You basically, if you want something, you go after it. You figure out what it is that woman likes, or what you'll find your space. And I feel like any man, when a man wants something, they will diligently pursue that.
Yes.
That's just my opinion.
Not leave it on the back burner.
Yeah, they're not.
text
When you
in
want
2
something,
weeks.
men know
Yeah.
they know what they want. So
That's
if they
true.
Yes, we
want
do. That's
something,
true. Yes, we
they're
do.
gonna,
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, it's possible to get out of friend zone. If you want something, you see what she's doing, you see what she's about. Apply pressure.
Judge them by the character.
Yeah.
But speaking of the friend zone, what makes you put a man in the friend zone in the first place? Because everybody watching needs to know this. Because a lot of men are in the friend zone unwillingly.
Yeah.
So what gets them in there in the first place, like initially?
I mean, I'm speaking for my younger self. So when a guy comes off like really nice, very caring, very like
Effeminate?
No, it has nothing to do with that. Just very like all about you. It as for women who are like guarded and have probably like been mistreated in the past, you will find that like, wait, you're being a little too nice.
A little too pushy.
I was the opposite though.
So I'm saying for my younger self, why I would probably like friends or you're not attractive to that person.
That's what I was getting at.
You're not attracted and they're doing all the things you want, but you're not attracted to the person.
Yeah.
The thing with my husband was I was attracted to him. It was just never right time.
Oh, okay.
But
Get it.
we underestimate like the value of friendship in like relationships and then in marriage because you know, when you're with somebody for a long time, you're not always gonna like them every day.
That's true.
But y'all have a foundation, like a friendship. Remember how y'all started, and it's, you know, you value each other's time and presence and the bonds that you make, just like you would with, you know, any friendship. So it's important. Yeah, that got to be your best friend. Like I say this all the time. Like, if you can't pick up the phone and FaceTime a man, like
that's a problem.
that's a problem. Yeah,
and the conversation got to be smooth.
It's smooth,
and,
yes.
and easy.
We the first time like I actually sat down with my husband, we had like a 4.5 hour conversation. Face to face.
About life? Like everything?
Just everything. And then like to the point where I went home, like, you said too much, girl. You said way too much.
That's the best. That's the best.
I was literally like,
that's the best.
Now we know
right there.
everything.
It was like,
when she revealed all the details.
yeah, I was like, God damn, you said too much. But it's that, you know, but if you start off that way with your partner, like, that's amazing. And to still, like, to this day, I can speak to him for 4.5 hours and not be bored. I'm being like, I'm not even trying to be cheesy. Like, he's very insightful. Like, if I need advice, like, you know, obviously I have my dad. He's just like, yeah, he's your equivalent.
So you got you a leader.
Definitely.
That's what's up.
There's not anywhere I won't go with my husband.
So what about you? What makes you put a man in the friend zone initially?
I don't like someone that like, well, in the past, like someone that's like super aggressive. I don't like that. Like,
Can you give me an example?
Like, you know, you already telling me what's gonna happen or what we're gonna do, or you think like the tough guy act is something that I like or something. I don't like. I actually like the Casanova type of thing. Like, like a person.
Chill.
Yeah, like you know, like you seem like you're attentive. You're paying attention. I'm not. I don't like all of that. Like, you know.
Yeah, because usually they're Caribbean men.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect?
That's what comes with it.
I mean, like,
Okay, I'm not. Okay. I didn't.
It's a bravado that goes.
Like it's a type of macho. Like you gotta take it. Like
It's naturally like a natural kind of thing. Not like you trying to make it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and you being a Trini guy, like you gotta be. I'm pretty sure you've come accustomed to that by now.
Yeah.
Like, come on. So so your guy was a little bit more chill, more relaxed. Like he wasn't super aggressive with it.
No.
And that's when I guess you were like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna move him from friend zone to something a little bit.
Yeah, and he was like, I learned that he was only talking because of me, but he's not like a super talker. But we would be on the phone for a long time, and I'm like, oh my God, he just talks so.
Opened you up.
Yeah, like and now it's like he don't really talk as much. Like he'll talk, but it's like he's like, I had to talk. You liked it, so I made sure I talked on the phone.
He got you.
But I liked it. It made me like, wow, yeah, he's a businessman, but he has time to talk to me. But he would make the time to talk to me. Because there's no way you have that much time to talk to me.
You gotta make the effort.
Yeah.
And this is something I mentioned in the last episode. This is perfect for y'all because two career women dating. Why do you think, especially our community, why do you think most black women, they wait so long to get into a serious relationship? Like they'll go to school, they'll get the schooling out the way, they'll get a house, they'll get a car, they'll travel, and then
that's important.
Then they'll turn 38. And then they'll say, "Oh, okay, I want a man now." You know, just a random number. And they say, "Okay, now I want a man now." What sparked in y'all heads that made y'all say, "Okay, I'm gonna do both," which I recommend?
It's not even like I don't think I woke up and said I'm gonna do both.
Yeah.
In fact, like I thought I was gonna be like what we say, rich auntie, not attached.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
I didn't.
You better than that.
It's not something like outside of my like parents. I didn't see a lot of like married people in my family. And, you know, I love my parents to death, but I assumed it was like this traditional, like, you know, woman, very like I guess, sacrificial in a sense to take care of the family and the, I had a traditional sense of it, and I didn't think I like molded into it completely. So I wasn't like, I'm gonna get married, that type of person, until like little later. And then I met my husband, and he was like, oh yeah, if you ain't trying to get married or have kids, then forget it.
He was a glitch.
He was like, yeah, I want that in the future.
He was a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, basically. But I feel as though too, we have to take into account culture. Like I grew up very strict Haitian, so you got to you got to go to school, you got to get your life together, and then miraculously bring home a man at like 27.
That sets some people
so
back.
it's like very strict household. Like had to tell him when I was going out to party. That was
That's good. That's good.
That
I
was a
like
good
that.
household.
I like that. The fact that
It was
your
strict.
parents kept you on lockdown. That is the
what
best.
does that mean? No,
That is
it
the
wasn't
best.
good.
That is the
I feel like
best.
there's
That's how
some
you gotta
parts
do it.
to this. It's funny because we joke around with my parents now, but like there's some things they were like, yeah, we could have loosened up.
No. They did it right. They did it right.
No.
They
But
did
yeah,
it right.
They did good with you.
But it's crazy because you do all these things, and I feel like also women we're especially Caribbean women, you're groomed to like take care of your family.
It's the truth.
So you think in that mindset, especially we're not like, think about back home, right? In Haiti, my mom was a nurse at like 19.
Sheesh.
Things take longer here, so you take that into account. Then you think, we are black and brown too. So we don't have access to things. We come from immigrant parents that,
and you kind of starting from the ground up.
you kind of start from the ground up as far as,
Negative. You start from negatives in my opinion.
Sometimes, I mean, it depends on how your network was, how your family was,
or
how
you're working
connected,
to build.
or you're working to build.
something, So
you have to like give grace a little bit because things take time. And if you want good things and you want to provide for your family and you want to live up to your family's legacy, your legacy, it takes time. And then after college, did you really know what you was gonna do right after college? Some people didn't. And we weren't really prepared for college, to be honest. I remember sitting in Hunter, like in this big stadium class, and like, wait, we supposed to learn from this tiny little professor all the way over there? Like, it was crazy.
Auditorium, basically.
Yeah. So
what do you think?
I feel like, with me, I wanted to like have.
Oh, no, okay.
I wanted to have a career first, like, so that was important to me. Not that I didn't want to have children. Like, my goal is to be like a full-time mom and like have my career like just part-time, but it's making money, like, so I don't have to worry about it. But I feel like the only thing that probably like with starting a family and stuff like that is because like having a career, I don't come from parents that like have money and stuff, so starting a career and figuring out what I needed to do,
that takes longer.
it's important because I knew I wanted to be a businesswoman, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to like be a CEO of somebody's company. And then as I was working at I'm doing payroll for a very long time prior to like doing real estate. And I was just used to just getting a paycheck. So I'm just saving up, bought some land. Like I did certain things. Like my career was just important first. Not that family was in the back burner, but you're working so that you can make sure that you have something for.
Yeah.
But don't you think that some people get carried away with that, with the career stuff? Like I gotta get this, I gotta do this, I gotta do
No,
this. And that's why a lot of people not getting married.
To each their own, though.
I feel like to each their own, because it's like I know a lot of women doing both. I know a lot of women striving and doing, going full-fledged on their business. So,
she gonna.
I think if you allocate time for it, like you can't be closed off to not getting to know people. That's one thing.
Yes.
I also feel like when men, I'm gonna say some, I'm not gonna say all, but some men see you doing that, and like we look at statistics, we look at it. The average black man doesn't make more than 50, like nationwide.
No, but it's true.
No,
it's true.
that's
really,
a fact.
True
That's
statistics.
No, I didn't disagree. That is actually
I was
true.
like,
no,
yeah.
Y'all have different numbers.
Last episode,
I know because I know that to be
I
true
need to
also.
spread the
he said that
word out.
exact number last
Yeah,
episode.
So
that's kind of crazy.
So
that you said
a
that.
man sitting, okay, we'll see some men, and then they see women like us, or like, and they think they can't compete, or we are asking for too much, or I'm just not gonna even bother her with that. Or you have some men that's like, you know what, let me mess her shit. What she got going on?
She can pay
Sorry,
my
I'm not
bills.
supposed to
can pay
curse.
my bills.
No, you can curse.
But
She can pay
yeah,
my bills. That's what
You learn to be a bit more reserved about your career when you're meeting a guy.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what type of guy you meet.
It depends on what type.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just in general, kind of, if the conversation come up, but I'm not going to come off and, like, you know, and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, because I want you to kind of, like, know me and not kind of be like, hold on, wait a second, she got that, too. Like, that be a second thing in the back of your head.
If
Like
you're
I
with
said, it
someone,
depends on which guy you're talking about.
It's different levels.
Because let me tell you, there's
Different
levels to
levels.
this. Some dudes really don't care.
No, I know that.
Yeah, there's some men
That's
that
the
don't
truth.
care, but there's some men eventually, they may not care now, but they'll care when you're 40 years old with 2 kids and have to run out and do some business errand, and they're like, you know, going through a midlife crisis or something.
The man going through a midlife crisis?
Yeah, there's scenarios like that. I've heard
This
of.
is new to me.
Man, if you're going through a midlife crisis, go hire a professional, okay?
You know
Go
what?
get help.
Yeah.
Don't go
I'm
to
just
your girl
saying,
with
you
your
gotta be with
crisis,
someone.
okay?
Please.
Someone
You stressing her out.
Here at Everything NYC podcast, we encourage all men to get help, seek professional help. Go invest in your mind, get it right,
That's true.
and don't bring all that baggage to your lady. All right, she's not trying to deal with all that. So, with that being in mind, go ahead, continue.
But I'm just saying in general, you have to be with a man that's secure enough to like handle what you have going on, and also like him doing his own thing.
Yes.
And bringing stuff to the table.
Is it important that your man makes more than you?
No.
What about you?
Yes. It's all right. It's all right.
You're a little hesitant over there.
You want someone
The
that makes-
microphone works.
Look,
It's not off.
traditionally, look, and I want everyone to pay attention on this. Traditionally, women want someone that's either equal or superior.
Yeah.
Well,
A little higher.
Or superior.
Equal
Yeah.
or higher,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
but if you're a woman, and let's just say, for example, you live in New York City. If you're a woman in New York City, you're making, let's say, $150,000 a year. You're not gonna talk to the dude making 70. That's just how it is, because you are going to look at him as inferior. That's just you.
No, don't say
Please,
that.
please.
No, that's not even me being like humble and coy, but you're not
I'm
going to look
thinking
at
about-
him as
I think
inferior.
we're thinking about ourselves. He's like, I think we're thinking about ourselves.
Are you gonna take that dude serious? The dude making
At
70.
one point, I was not
No, you're
making.
not.
I was not making what I'm.
You're not
making
gonna
now.
look. You're not gonna look. Well, me
Yeah.
personally, I wouldn't look like, oh my, he makes 70. Like, oh, that's the one for me. No, but like, if you really, it depends on. You know that it
If he
depends
has
on your cost of
purpose.
living and what you have going on and how much you're if you're
Yeah, that's
wasting
what you
money,
think.
and it's the truth though.
So
Does he
you're not
plan
gonna
on
talk down
staying at that
No.
wage though? That's my thing. It's like,
Yeah.
is that end all be
But
all?
don't- but don't
why
fall
does
in
he
love
have
with
to improve?
potential.
Why
That's
don't,
what I'm saying.
what if he's at 70?
But that's what life is about, isn't it? Not being
That's
a
not,
better
but
version
that's
of
not
yourself.
for everyone. Like you just
Everybody
said,
don't think like
average
that.
income is 50. So you have to think about, if average income is 50, people aren't just steadily increasing per year. That's a small percentage of people that constantly think about leveling up. The majority of people are comfortable being.
But that I feel like that's too broad to say, because then you
I
have to
agree.
think about incarceration rates. You think about the schooling that we get. There's so much that goes into that.
Okay, well,
But
that's-
that's a
So like I
different-
don't want to
that's a whole
say
nother
I don't
segment.
want
That's
I
a
know
whole-
You're not
that,
gonna
but
talk to
like
a man that's
That's
incarcerated.
no,
That's a
I'm
whole
saying
nother
in general,
thing.
like
That's
there's
a
so
whole thing.
much to like encompass in that to
So
say
when you were single, right? Let's say you're bringing in a 150 a year. I come to you and I'm only bringing in half of that. You gonna take me serious?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
is your
Really?
plan to be better than
No,
that?
no, no.
But if your
What
goal,
if the plan is
Exactly.
not to
well,
be
no,
better?
then no,
that's
I'm
not the
not.
person.
I'm not gonna.
So
do
then you
that.
don't align with that person. I feel like if everyone's living in their
I
purpose,
feel like you shouldn't fall in love with potential. I'm really big on that.
That's yes.
I agree.
Yeah, but our community is big on potential and struggle
yeah.
love.
Yeah, struggle.
I'm not into struggle love.
Damn.
She looked right in the camera when she said that. She looked dead in the camera
No,
too.
it doesn't make sense. Like a growth, us growing
You have to
together,
grow.
or you you make less than me. Okay, whatever. Your plan is you have a plan and you're on course and you're doing that. But I'm not gonna fall in love with potential. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because
You have to
if
push each
if his
other.
passion
Yeah.
is if his passion is a teacher and he just wants to be a teacher for the rest of his life, the money not really gonna move up.
What if he's an artist, right?
Yeah.
He paints all the
But
time.
you knew that when you first met him.
Exactly. But what if he paints and he's bringing in 60?
There's
thousand,
always
like,
somebody for somebody.
Yeah.
Like that's what
But
I'm
you
saying.
say it's just not for you.
I'm not saying that specifically, but what I will say is like so here's the thing. You got to think of your standard of living. Like
Yes.
how you want to
Lifestyle?
live, your lifestyle, and how you want your children to live and what you want to leave behind and what you want to bring
Agreed.
forth. And if that man is not called to purpose for and matches your purpose, it may not be the same thing, but you guys are not aligned to do that together, then that person's not for you.
And that's something you think about beforehand.
I think and you have to be candid about these financial questions and lifestyle questions when you're meeting and talking to people, because it's real life. Because it's for better, for worse. I get that part. But if we're not trying to be better together, and we're not trying to have the same goals, I don't want to do, as much as we say our parents did what they knew was better for us, and I want to continue to do the same. Like, you always want to offer better. Not to say they will be spoiled or whatever, but you still want to have somebody, a partner. You don't want to struggle.
So do you agree that women tend to look for equal or superior?
I agree.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. And when you just said there's somebody for everybody, that's really a myth, because if every man would marry every woman, there'd still be women left over, and they got to be lesbians. So, I have a question though. What is the role of a husband and the role of a wife, in your opinion?
Excellent.
No, I want you to start.
No, you could get.
I don't want her to. I don't want her to influence you.
I don't want
her to influence you. I want you. I want you to start.
Because you've been with your
The
man
thing
for 4
is,
years.
the thing is, we don't understand. Like, you gotta live in wife mentality
There
before
you
you
go.
become a wife.
There you
That
go.
is
I think
true.
that's what it. And that's what I'm going back to what I spoke to you before. Like, if I know I'm coming towards purpose, and I know how I want to live, and I want my future, I'm thinking about my womb before you are thinking about my
That's
womb. And
true.
I
It's
know
yours.
what comes forward.
You own
That's
it.
true.
I get that. But, like, you want a man that's like, I'm going to protect my household, my wife, my kids. And that protection is financial stability.
There you go, ladies. For all the ladies watching, if you run into that man and he is that provider, that protector, then the wife duties, you just have to bring him out, right? Like, you got to cook that stewed chicken and rice and peas.
Curry
and
goat.
you better get
Yeah.
going.
And the bust-up shots.
So
and all that.
with that being
bust-up.
said,
Yeah.
You training, so you
Yeah,
know.
bust-up
so with that being said, get into it. What do you? What's your response?
So what's the rules?
In my opinion, I believe that, like, the role of a husband is to be a provider and protector, and a wife to second that. Like, he's the head and you're like the neck. I know that's controversial
Very.
with some people, but I do believe in that. Like, there's roles that you're supposed to play. Like, I feel like as a wife, you're supposed to be the supporter to your husband. Like, listen, I might get it.
And the
he
head of
makes
it,
the
yeah.
rules, and you kind of go
okay.
over that with
There's
them.
nothing wrong with that.
That's just my
No.
opinion.
And
You want
God
him to lead. You
God
want the
is
man
in
to lead.
charge of all of it.
You
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
and the fact
God
that
is in
you're able
charge
to
of-
admit
Yeah.
that, that's why you got a man.
Exactly. That it's okay for the man to lead, like, because let's be serious. Like, if you're leading a man throughout the relationship,
I don't want a man I can lead.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
frustrated. Like,
You know,
every
and he's
single
gonna
thing.
be eventually. He'll resent you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Because
exactly.
he'll eventually realize he was not thinking for
Yeah.
both of you.
It's like you got to make
Yeah.
all the decisions. Like, let's be
Yeah.
serious now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you already answered that question. So basically, how long you been married? You said.
3 years.
Oh, that's kind of short. But how do you keep everything interesting and spicy and keep everything
Date nights. That's important.
consistently?
Oh yeah, like religiously. I think once a week, every 2 weeks. Traveling together. That tapped into a lot of people. Like, kid. You don't have to rush to have kids or like whatever, but whatever plan may be for you. But I do believe, like, getting to know your partner is one thing. To know your partner in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, even fiance, like, that's also like comes with like a little honeymoon stage, because like, oh, we're engaged. But like, to really know your partner married and to see them evolve as like their role as a wife, as a husband.
But you guys were dating way before.
Yeah,
that,
we
so
were
you-
dating. Yeah, we were dating.
Already
So
used to each other.
Yeah, we were used to each other. So we just wanted to do. It was kind of like we literally grew up together, because it was like, I mean, at a senior in college, and then from now we evolved
Grown.
way past. So.
And typically, some people evolve past each other in
Yes.
relationships.
And we did, and we didn't. So
And is your husband you consider him the head?
yes. Of course.
You married to Superman? Like, who is this dude? Like, the way you're describing him is like, this is very rare.
You
Like,
see, so basically, this is why we wanted to bring these two ladies onto the pod, because as you know, Valentine's Day is approaching, and we know that there's been trends, right? So the new trends is what Galentine's
Galentine's?
Day, dinner for one. Was it self-love? I think that's the thing.
Very
All of those are valid.
Very depressing.
Nothing is wrong with it.
Very
though.
depressing.
Yeah, so
Oh
Very
my
depressing.
God.
So
We
wait,
wa-
when
we
y'all
wanna-
get together with your bros, it's the same thing.
We play basketball and stuff
Oh,
like that. We ain't doing no
play
games.
basketball.
yeah, but we ain't hanging out with them on Valentine's Day. I'll tell you that.
Valentine's.
We're not hanging out with the bros on Valentine's Day.
Definitely.
But like I was saying, look, you know, ladies, you gotta listen carefully to what they're saying here. They're giving you the secrets.
God. Oh,
They're
Lord.
giving you the
Don't.
inside tips on how
No,
to
yeah.
how
You
to
got a key.
because it's easy to just get the man. Right, any woman could just get the man, but then you got to keep the man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they've been able to do. 4 years and then a 3-year marriage. So
Yeah, most definitely. So let's say, because you know you're pretty young. Y'all both like 21 years old and stuff. Y'all fresh.
Yeah.
So
Appreciate it.
as y'all, let's say in the future, like 20 years, 20 years from now, let's say your husband says, "Yo, listen, like I love you, but like we got to spice this thing up a little bit more. Like we might have to add somebody else into
Where
this."
you going with this?
basically, he's talking about bringing someone into the bedroom.
Yeah, like a little Russian girl, a little Polish girl.
I don't know
Like,
why.
Definitely not be that.
You know,
I know
you
my
find those
husband's
online
type.
sometimes.
I don't know where he decided to get that from.
can find
But
those
yeah,
on-
let's say you
online.
want to spice things up. Be like, all right, let's bring someone into the room. What would you say?
You said 20 years from now?
Yeah, like 20 years when you're a little more decrepit and you're a little with the.
It better be somebody
Profit.
20 years just as old as us.
Yeah,
that makes
you
sense.
could pick. You could pick
Not
her.
gonna be some young tenderoni.
You could pick her.
like-
You could
So,
pick her.
you have to pick, or
Yeah,
you
you could pick her.
I guess I would have to pick. Definitely, he can't pick.
Okay, but does
Even
she?
if I entertain it, he definitely can't pick.
Okay, does she have to be old?
She would have to be cute in our age. She would not be some young thing. No.
Because you
Okay.
have to remember polygamy is like a real thing. It was in the Quran. You're talking about God. Polygamy.
Here we go.
And as
That's
long,
not the. That's not the.
as long as the first wife agrees, you know, everything's cool after that.
I mean,
You have as much wives
I
as you can
follow
take
the
care
St.
of.
James Bible, and I don't
As-
see it in the New Testament. It's not.
As much.
Well, you know, she said, "Hey, look," she said she's open to it. You know, so I guess what 10 years down the road, you said you open to it.
You said y'all said 20.
20.
It's not.
Well, try to lower it.
That's not a long
Yeah.
time.
Try to lower it, you know.
I just feel like it just gets sticky. Young me probably would not say that, but like that gets sticky.
But she doesn't have to live there. Like just every now and then, you know, just jump in like double
I'm
dutch.
too crazy.
Like
for
double
that.
dutch.
I'm
you know?
actually too crazy.
For real?
I'm
But yeah, you are
way too
Haitian, though,
crazy
so
for
you know.
that.
Yeah,
I'm way
yeah.
too
You got a little
crazy for
something. That is true though.
Too crazy.
And you don't even have to answer because you're Trini. So I already know the answer to that
Yeah.
is a no.
You probably gonna swing on her.
Yeah, Trini women.
Way
Yeah.
too crazy.
Oh no,
No.
that is unacceptable for Trini women.
Yeah, I really don't. So do you have any future plans for kids?
Yeah.
Interested in kids?
Mhm.
Like how soon? Like next?
I mean, I'm not
Next
gonna
year?
tell a private until completion. Yeah, I would be that person to come out like I had my baby, y'all. I was pregnant like last year.
Wow.
Nobody would really, not that many people would know.
Keep it on the low.
I'm debating only because like I've just seen so much, heard so much. Like
Yeah, you definitely you're a nurse.
you could be at the end of it, and then God forbid. So
Yeah.
it's touchy feely. I'm really different. If you asked me before I was a labor delivery nurse, I might have told you something else. But like, I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. But I will say definitely private for the first 2 trimesters.
What's your magic number? If you were that of kids.
Oh, 2.
That 2 and done?
3, I'll leave room for oopsie baby. Like, oh okay. It's all right.
2 and done.
2, yeah, definitely 2.
2 boys, 2 girls?
I don't care.
It don't matter.
I love just full of love,
Mhm.
healthy and physically,
That's interesting.
mentally good, everything.
So miss 4 years, like where we going?
Where we going?
Where we going?
I know.
Where we going?
I know.
Tell him, yeah, he'll see this and he'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, I mean, he watching. Yo, bro, Nefertiti right here. She ready. Man.
She ready,
She
bro.
ready for you to step it up, man.
Real
She right
estate
there.
mogul,
She's selling houses for
you. Better
you.
lock it down.
She's selling condos for you. She ready for
As
you.
long as we invited to the wedding
Yeah, destination.
Destination.
destination, we're gonna come
I
in
can
our.
see a destination. I can see
Yeah.
you do a
Yeah, I'm a
destination.
We're
destination.
gonna, we're gonna show to the wedding in our Everything NYC podcast.
You know
Yeah.
what? Bye.
They have a whole film crew paid for.
Yeah, everything.
Oh yeah,
Then
we're
you
gonna
can show
record
up
the whole
then.
thing.
We
We're
got
gonna
you.
record the whole thing for you guys.
Definitely. But it was a lot. It was a lot being said. So just pick up another card, please.
No, y'all didn't pick up a card. Y'all go.
Huh?
I know.
Oh, we gotta pick up a
first.
card.
Yeah.
All right,
pick up a card.
just give me a card because this is easy for me.
You
He
take
getting
this.
so
easy
crazy with
for
the
me.
picking up the cards.
This
You
is
can take
easy
that
for me.
one.
That's a lot of words. 2 years after you get married, your partner changes their mind about ever having kids. Would you stay in the marriage or would you get a divorce?
Whoa, that's a good
That's
question.
a good one.
That's a big
That's
one.
a good one.
That's a good
I ain't even married. 2
No,
years
just-
after a marriage. I mean, me personally, the only reason I would get married is to have kids. So if
That's
I'm,
the only
Wait, that's the
reason?
only reason?
that's the main reason I would get
Wow.
married.
Oh.
I don't see any other.
That's sad.
I mean, how's that sad?
Y'all
That's
forget,
hard.
like there's blessings
There's
that come
beauty.
from union.
It
Like y'all,
is.
we have been so blessed.
You're favored
since
when
we
you're
got
union.
not
looks
to say if it's for you, blessings come from it.
But in order for me to have kids, I want to be married though. I can't have it
Okay.
just
Well,
random.
I mean, at
he's
least-
speaking from a guy's perspective.
Yeah, I
honestly,
guess so.
he's speaking from a guy's perspective. Let's be honest. For a guy, the benefits. I mean, are
Depending
Like,
on
what's
the
the- what's the
wife you
benefit-
choose.
It
What's
depends on the wife you choose.
I
I
agree.
guess.
How could a man? Y'all tell me. Y'all educate me. How could a man benefit from marriage?
We just spoke about friendship.
Exactly.
Like you literally,
you have somebody on
So
your
we can't get
side
that-
no matter what.
without
marriage?
without the legal union.
you can get that, but
State
it's
involved.
just I don't know. There's just blessings that come from it.
What are
I
these
can't-
blessings?
I'm blessed.
These blessings. I need something
It is
that
so.
I could quantify.
Give me one.
What are these
Give me
blessings
two.
you're talking about?
You have your other half that's winning with you,
yeah,
that's supporting you, that's on your team no matter what. Like, and wants to see you win. That's gonna take care of your children.
Like,
That's gonna
there's
take care of
nothing-
your
yes,
home. That's
there's
gonna
nothing that
make
I've-
sure that you're good.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get that without the legal union.
Yeah.
Okay, so go get a girlfriend, a forever girlfriend.
So
Nothing wrong
this
with
is
that.
one of those
you
things.
could say
It's
a
like
life
to
partner.
each.
You could say a
To
life
each his.
partner.
You could
Yeah.
say that's something. Getting married is not for everybody.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
I can definitely say that. I'm
is true.
speaking on.
But you see the
us,
beauty and
The
blessings
topic.
within it.
But you
though.
see beauty and
You see
blessings, and like you literally have a life partner to go through hardships with, like literally someone just like a ride or
On your
die,
team, no matter
and
what,
on your
like-
team, able to lift you up no matter what, and still like take care of you, take
They
care
don't
of each
seem
other.
bored on this.
They're not bored.
idea.
They're
You
like
feel-
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
like I'm.
You educating me.
I mean, here's the thing: we're trying to understand these blessings
Mm-hmm.
you're talking about, but like,
And that's the thing is, so for me, I'm like more on the spiritual side.
yeah,
and I
yeah, which
believe-
is good. Yeah, I'm all
and
about that as
I'm-
well. Yeah,
It
yeah.
I'm all about the Lord and His favors. Like I'm just gonna the deal that we signed for our house. We literally got it on the day of our anniversary.
Oh wow, everything's
So-
just lining up perfect.
Literally, we got married 10/10/2019. We signed. It was ours 10/10/2021.
Mm-hmm.
Like God brings favor to those that choose to follow him. And if you have a life
agree.
mate to do that with, there is nothing y'all can't do. There's nothing.
And it's a beautiful
There's not a
thing.
challenge. And I will say the challenges we've been through, like my husband's dad was diagnosed with cancer like 3 months
Okay.
after we got married.
Mm.
My dad was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's not too long after I got married. You know, so it's like life happens. Like, and then
It
we
does.
got COVID, pandemic. Like, my husband had a cancer scare himself. Like, it's so much. But like, if you really have somebody by your side to go through these things and to pray for you, that's another thing. You got to pray for your man, pray for each
That's
other
true.
Just,
before y'all even meet each other. Like my parents were probably praying for my husband before I was even praying for a husband. But it's just more so like you literally have this life.
How do you find a butt within what she
No,
said?
no, I'm agreeing. I'm
I
agreeing.
said but, so I'm like,
No,
I'm
no, no.
listening.
Everything you saying, I'm agreeing. That's
Yeah.
literally a good benefit of
Yeah.
being married. That's amazing.
Yeah. It's not just so we equate things. I know I'm cutting you off. I'm sorry.
But what I'm trying to figure out is because you're saying this, but you're 0.00001%. How many other women have this mentality that I can marry?
I have friends with this mentality.
A lot.
Oh, really?
You're not
Yes.
looking in the right places.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Y'all-
outside.
We speak about
I'm
things, but
outside.
it's also about your circle. It's what surrounds you too.
Mm.
So you're sitting next to y'all know each other what's in second grade?
Yeah,
That's
babies.
you babies. You surrounded yourself with someone that really is like a go-getter. Y'all have similar mindset. Now imagine, no disrespect, I'm not saying taking this anywhere. Imagine a woman doing the same thing, trying to get to a place like you are. You're in love with her, you're attracted to her. Why not start this vision of the God?
She wants you to win. Like
and
that's-
wants you to win and pushes you. Why not do that? Why not?
Hey, if I run into her,
But
You look sold a little bit. You look a little sold.
I'm just listening. We listening.
I
We listening.
I think
Y'all
this
don't
is
need to
great.
be sold. It's
No,
everybody
exactly.
has a life.
I don't think it's something I just need to be sold. I think everyone has their own testament. I think everyone
also
has
you
their
have to
own
come into that
perspective.
realization.
And I'm the person that's able to see it from your perspective,
Uh-huh.
right? Because you have a completely different experience,
Mm-hmm.
which I have to be cognizant of. And yeah, I think that's amazing with everything you just described. I mean, I don't think most people have been able to accomplish the level of success within your marriage that you've described.
0.01.
Yeah, I think that's a small.
I also don't want to paint a
population.
picture that is super easy. Because I let
it's
you
not,
know the
it's not.
there's
Yeah,
hardship.
yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. And
A lot of
and
divorce.
just to let everyone know, Florence mentioned that she has these friends, so be on the lookout soon. We're gonna have the Everything NYC mixer. You know, our last episode we had Danny. We mentioned that we'll help Danny find a man. So you know we're gonna bring some men and some women together, and we're gonna see. We're just gonna see how we can stir some things up. So
Yeah.
stay tuned for that.
Over here, everything NYC, we're all about solutions.
All about solutions.
We're
over
all
here.
about curing the problem.
There you go.
Don't forget your card.
That's what you're all about.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't think I mean, I didn't really choose anything interesting. If you could have any job in the world, what would it be?
Oh.
Yeah, I
you
think
doing
that's not
no?
really. No, I don't. I think I might need another card. Honestly.
Yeah,
No, not a problem.
Okay. You're not scared?
No, I'm not scared. Let's see. What's this? If you could fix one world problem, what would it be? I'm gonna take
Let's
that.
do another one.
Yeah, that's for another episode. That's for another. That's for another
We want
episode.
some
That's for
spicy.
another episode.
We want something juicy.
Let's see. If someone proposed to their partner at your wedding and you didn't know it was going to happen, would you be upset or happy for them?
I'm not gonna be happy for you.
I'll be livid.
This is not
Oh, really? You're gonna be like, so basically, you're talking about marriage to Brandon, right? So let's say Brandon, he brings his girl. He brings his girl to your wedding.
The destination
Your
in Hawaii.
destination
in
wedding.
Hawaii next year.
Brandon brings his girl. He's wearing his Everything NYC podcast shirt,
Okay.
and he goes to your wedding. He's like, you know what? I'm in the moment.
You have
Now's
to
the moment.
blast it leave right
Oh,
now.
Jesus
What do you
Christ.
mean?
Don't do that. Like,
So a woman only gets
but aren't you-
married
but aren't
one
you-
time.
one time.
But aren't you
and
down
then-
to support Brandon though?
no, if we discuss that and it was an understand
Yeah.
or something, maybe I'm still
Don't-
gonna tell
yeah.
you no. But I'm saying like at least we discussed it. But for you to just like, this is my one time. I don't want to get whenever it's my time.
Yeah.
I only want to do this one time. Why would you do that?
I'm in the moment.
Be in the moment another time.
We in Hawaii. It's a destination where
The
we're on the beach.
rehearsal dinner.
I'm not coming back.
Yeah, the
The rehearsal
rehearsal
dinner, fine.
or something like
Yeah, the
that.
rehearsal.
Nah,
dinner.
I want it with everybody watching.
Oh Lord.
See, well,
It has to be public for the
Yeah.
gram.
No, you don't do things for the gram.
exactly.
We don't?
No.
Oh, I thought we was black. All right.
You know what?
I guess not.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
not, that wouldn't.
it'd be unacceptable.
That's crazy. It's my wedding. Why are you doing that? You don't care?
Yeah.
Like, what's
Damn.
wrong with you?
They're probably not even thinking.
That's the problem.
They just
That's why
think
you
about
gotta go.
themselves.
Just think about themselves.
Yeah, and this is a union, and we think about people in this union. You gotta go because you're not thinking about.
Now you
us,
have
and
to
we-
go.
You have to go. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's not fair. That's
A woman only
It
gets
happens.
married once in their lifetime.
Hopefully.
Hope. Yeah, and let her have the moment.
Yeah.
Like some girls dream of this.
No,
man.
seriously.
Yeah.
No, but
And
like,
there at no point in this dream was there somebody like on their knee like, yeah, let me get married too. Like,
Exactly.
no.
no, but the thing is, like, after I propose and she says yes, we get back to your wedding. Like, we
No.
just
Yeah, we get
it's
right
not.
back.
Because
We resume.
everybody go
Yeah.
around
resume play.
and then
Turn on the
congratulate
soca
you,
music.
then
Yeah.
take pictures with you. Then you asking my photographer to take pictures
Uh-huh.
of you.
I'll pay her.
Oh no,
All right.
no.
it should be
Yeah.
something discussed.
Money. It's another thing. Weddings cost a lot.
I
and
can't
we're
I can't
not-
borrow your photographer.
No,
You
that is
Damn.
I'll
expensive.
pay you a
No,
little. I guess not.
no,
Mm-mm.
So would y'all ever propose to a man?
No.
no,
No.
no,
What if you really love him though?
No.
no.
No, they're traditional women. They're traditional women. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're traditional women. So since you two are traditional women, and
I
for
wouldn't say traditional.
I wouldn't say okay.
I
So
think
y'all
you-
modern
That's-
traditional?
Mo-
Y'all
what,
modern-
like
y'all
how-
modern-
I
which
don't
one?
want to
Like,
use the modern.
Which one?
what is it?
Millennial traditional.
Is it-
Yeah, okay.
That's my-
Millennial tradition.
traditional.
What's millennial traditional?
That's my-
Come on.
Put some respect on my name.
Exactly.
What's millennial traditional?
I'm bringing home bacon too.
Yeah.
No, what I'm
Traditional
saying
is
is,
just
modern.
what I'm
you
saying
know.
by traditional, you're there to be the cheerleader. You understand your man is the
you
head.
submit. You
There you
submit
go,
to.
and you're feminine.
Yeah.
You
Feminine
submit.
too. You have to be
Yeah.
feminine.
You have to be
energy.
feminine.
Some
Yeah.
women are like
Some women are
like me.
You're not in like a who
Yeah.
got the biggest dick contest.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is extremely
And
unattractive.
very
Yeah.
common.
So for all the ladies that are watching this, that are getting ready for Valentine's Day, let them know we spoke about the friendship period. Let them know what exactly about you did your man recognize and acknowledge that helped with the transition from friendship to something a little bit more than that, right? So it must have been a few things that you realized that he caught on and was just like, wow, I really love this about you.
I'm a unicorn.
Oh,
I always say this.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, I'm funny. I'm smart. I'm like,
You're just that special.
I'm that special.
You're the only one
yes.
in America.
And you know what's crazy? There's always somebody going to be cuter, smarter, better. Like, it's not even about that.
No,
it's
not
just,
about that.
Nobody worried about
yeah,
that.
I really do believe in like soulmates. You're that partner that's just going to hold you down. That person that is just, life is fluid with that person. And he just figured it out.
Because there's a lot of 10s that's single out here, so you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
You really are. Like, you could be the baddest person in the world. And it's really your heart. I don't even think it's like past
agree
all of
with
that. Your heart. Like, it doesn't matter what somebody does to me. I don't hold grudges. I don't hold grudges. That's one thing about me. Like, I'm going to treat you like, I'm going to keep you at a distance. I'm going to forget about you tomorrow. But I don't hold grudges. I can literally just move past it and figure it out another day. I'm not somebody that's like harbors onto negative energy all the time. And that's part of feminine energy too. It's like not having this hate and this negative, and just to be able to relinquish and be soft.
Yeah, but don't play with me.
And don't play.
Oh yeah, she's
but
Trini.
don't play.
She's Trini.
Yeah.
You don't play with the Trini.
Different
But don't
story over
play.
there.
You don't play with the Trini girls.
You see Carnival, they only playing. But for every man out there watching, if you find a woman with good character, emotional discipline, good communication skills, and she's not moving like a thought, that's the direction you should go in. 9 out of 10 times. Because the majority of the times it's always the opposite. Because everything will look good on paper or in front of your face.
Yeah.
Then you go on the gram or you look around, you hear about a couple stories, and it's like, I thought I had one. That's typically what happens out here.
Yeah.
So you always got to investigate, but mainly check the character first. That's why I stopped. Had to inform people.
Yeah, so getting back to it, was there that one thing that your man was like, yo, I really love this about you, and like that's it? Because let's be honest, men are stingy with their commitment, right? We see all of these attractive women. It's crazy, all these attractive women, especially in a place like New York City, major cities like LA, Miami, you see attractive women all over the place, but they're single. They can get the man, they can't keep the man, because the men that they want are just stingy with the commitment. Okay, so what is it? What is it about you that stood out that he told you, like, man, I really love this about you, and that's it. I'm not gonna be stingy with this commitment. Here it is.
Let me think of what he says. Like, I would think that, like, because we're like kind of buddies, like, if that makes sense, like
Friends.
we're kind of friends a bit. Like, he's like my boy, if that makes sense. Like, it's my man, but he's like my boy, so we can have conversations. We're not that friendly. Like, we ain't gonna be going into conversation about, your past and all that, because it's a little. But like, I think that's the main thing. And he told me that he appreciates that I have my own life, my own thing going on. That's what he made reference to before. Like, I have my own, like, he's important to me, but I have my own thing going on. Like, I have my own, career.
You're not relying on him.
Yeah, solely
You're not
just.
clingy.
Not too needy?
No, I'm clingy. I'm clingy.
You're clingy?
Yeah,
In a different way, though.
In a different way.
a different-
I'm saying, like, when it comes to his time, like, he has to hustle.
No, she's she's
yeah.
Trini. Yeah, she's Trini. She's
You know
Trini.
Caribbean women already.
Oh, but you remember she's
I'm a
Trini.
stage 5 clinger.
Yeah,
Like,
Trini women, they'll cut you.
Yeah.
All right, they'll cut you.
You always got that blade.
Yeah,
always got that
always.
blade in the
That's
purse.
true.
You don't
Right
mess
in the
with,
Louis bag.
don't mess with a Trini
but no,
woman.
yeah, like, I think that's what it is mostly. Like, I have my own thing going on, but he's important. Like, it's not like what I have going on is more important than him. Like, I find the time, like, like, it's an understanding, and he's like, that's my buddy. My buddy.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But was that that one thing that did your man say that, like, give you that similar feedback, like, oh, I like that you got your own thing going on, and
Yes, for sure. But also we had, like, we do have a lot of things in common too. And temperament is a big thing. We forget, not sometimes opposites attract, but more often than not, it's temperament. Like, he's sort of like very mellow. I'm mellow. Like, we're really, he's more extroverted in some ways than I am, but essentially like we just complement each other so well, and we didn't complete each other. That's another thing. You have to be two whole people to really be. You have your own stuff going on. Because
Elaborate
you're
on that because people don't understand that.
They don't.
You have to relinquish that idea that someone is gonna complete you because you can stand alone. You have to be able to stand alone.
Yeah, I think we've seen, you know, people come on social media and say like, "Oh, this person completes me," and then
That's so unhealthy.
No.
we tend to look.
Very
We tend to
Yeah.
look at that person as like
That's so
a clown,
unhealthy.
right?
Where he was like, I just don't want to do life without you.
Yeah.
That's kind of foolish.
Yeah.
You were without her before her, so what were you doing before?
I want you to feel that way
Yeah.
though, secretly. Like,
Yeah. My husband was like, you don't complete me, but I don't want to do life without you. Yeah.
There you go.
Like
beautiful.
You're
There you go.
really, yeah.
There you go. So, you know, for the final, I guess we're getting to the end now, and we spoke about the friendship. We spoke about what it was that made your man consider like, all right, you are wifey material. I'm not going to be stingy with this commitment. Let's begin this journey. What is it that has kept you together? What has kept it successful? Right? Is it the communication? Is it the empathy? Is it the being willing to compromise? Like, what do you think have been like those ingredients that have just kept the union together for 4 years, 3 years?
There's communication. There's also understanding.
Understanding, okay.
Yeah. So we can communicate. We could talk our problems all day, but if we're not understanding where each other's coming from, it doesn't get anywhere. So communication, understanding. Empathy is huge.
Yeah.
We always, like, before we have a discussion, we don't even call it fights. Like, we don't even fight. We just have discussions. We always put each other's, like, let's switch the foot a little bit. Switch the other shoe. Like, let me put myself in your shoes.
Empathetic.
And would you see it this way? And we flip it and then we see, like, okay, all right, you're right. We take a seat back and like, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't have saw it like that. And that would squash everything. So really to reverse the role, to see how each other may feel before any action is taking place. It could be like, oh, you ate the last, like, I'll look in the fridge like, you know what, that's the last bagel. Let me just save it for him. Like, it'd be something like that.
Selfless.
Like,
Selfless.
that stuff need to be incorporated into the relationship as well. I don't really feel like you have to compromise and sacrifice so much. Really, I don't know. Maybe it's just our
we
generation.
have to compromise. Like, in my
Okay,
relationship.
That's what
so you
automatic.
have a different perspective.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Automatic.
tell us.
I feel like
Feel?
well, it depends on the topic, I guess. It would depend. But
Alright.
for more communication and understanding, and
Communication is key. Communication is key.
And what about you?
I think that ours would have to be like brutal honesty and understanding.
I like that.
That's good.
Like, because I'm not like anybody you've ever been with, and you're not like anyone that I've ever been with. We've been in each other's life for this amount of time, but we had lives prior to this. So we have to understand there's going to be certain things that we're not going to agree on and we're not going to be understanding of, and we have to like compromise with certain things because, like, not to get all in my relationship, but my man is like a
Get in it.
smiler. Like, you
A
know,
smiler?
you know,
Nice.
like
A smiler?
like if it is a woman and they're like, you know,
we had this
Smile.
conversation. Yeah.
He's
Because I told you, like
Like a flirt?
He's not. It's not
It's
even
not a flirt.
flirting. He's not
someone
even.
who's approachable.
He's very
My husband is
approachable.
someone like approachable.
Friendly. Like a
and,
friendly
and
guy.
his thing is more like, I'm a businessman.
He'll say
so
hello.
it's like,
It does. You know how like you go somewhere else and everyone says hello.
Yeah.
My husband is like hello. Like he'll come into a
Okay.
room. You know,
Yeah.
New Yorkers were
he
like
has manners.
judged.
Yeah,
He
has manners.
He has manners.
And for New Yorkers and
Yeah.
Yes.
women that might not like no. My
some
husband
women
just
you
had
say
manners.
hello,
That's it,
and some
yeah.
women are like, oh, he's following you. Okay.
Yeah. Like he said hello to
So
me.
y'all date normal men with respect. It makes sense.
Yeah.
No.
It makes sense. This is the New York. This is everything New York City.
New York
This
City,
is
yeah.
the dating scene out here.
This is the dating
A
scene.
man that smiles and is respectful is a unicorn.
It could be.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
know how
Don't
jaded
try to
New York
twist our
is,
words,
yeah.
okay? Don't
So-
try to
New
twist
Yorkers
our
are
words.
jaded.
Look, ladies, thank you so much for joining us this
Thank you
evening.
for having us.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
You know, there were definitely good discussion this evening. And for everyone watching, pay attention. There's been a few common traits here, right? Being able to be submissive, acknowledging that your man is the head of the household, being in a friendship right? These are the things that were mentioned this evening during this conversation. Go back, rewind, and just think about how you could apply some of these to your life. And Valentine's Day is coming up. If you need to reach out to me or Brenton, if you need us to introduce you to someone in New York City, we're in touch with the fellas, and we will put you. We'll make something happen.
Whatever type you like.
We'll make something happen. Just let us know what you're looking for, and we'll try to find that guy. So, thank you for watching, and we'll come back with more amazing content. So, like, comment, subscribe. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Yay.
That's good, guys. I am very impressed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all credit. Yeah.
Second episode.
Yeah, that